I want to show you how to get MIDI files and audio files into the audio sequencer that you didn't create yourself on Kronos. Do you also use the audio sequencer? Feel free to write in the comments. I have now prepared some audio files with Logic and would like to show you today how to get them into the Kronos. The files are brought into the device via a USB stick, and this is done as follows. You go to disk, then I have already selected my drive down here, then I search, now go to browse, and then I find my folder where I am. I want to dance with somebody is what I just did. Then I click on open, see the files here, and I have a MIDI file for the click so I can change the sound, 4 audio files. Then I go to up and now I copy it over. For this, I click here on utility, then up here on copy, switch to my internal hard drive and just copy it here. For now, where doesn't really matter. Now we have copied that over. I will switch back to my internal hard drive just to be safe, and I will remove the USB stick since I no longer need it. Now we switch to sequencer mode. For this, we click on SEQ, sequencer, on the right, and we are here in the song that I selected earlier. New song. Now we have the setup with the MIDI channels here and the audio channels here. How do we get the audio tracks in there? For that, I click on track edit. And now I have my MIDI tracks, and down here my audio tracks. Now I also have a MIDI file. I'll show you directly how to get that in there. So we go back to disk, then we enter our folder, open, click on load, and we can load it here into song 3, which is the empty one. Okay, and now it has been loaded in there. We can see that now. Now let's go back to the arrow at the top, change the song length, or rather check the song length, as it has taken the song length from the MIDI arrow, 144 bars, and now we just press start. And listen to the sound that is on MIDI channel 1, which I will change later, as I will show in the video. Now we have heard the sound from MIDI channel 1, which we would like to change. I want to have a complete and comprehensive drum set here. So I click on the drums option, select the option, and now I have a tambourine sound that I don't want. So I would go to the track parameters section, go to the pitch settings, and then I would carefully select the exact sound I want to use. I still have the emphasis on the 1 here, which is not really necessary, but it can certainly be done. I can click up here to rename the song. So, we have done that now, as far as it goes. Now we go to track edit and click here at the bottom in audio track 1. We click on the arrow at the top right. Audio event edit. Click on track N, insert, choose one, an empty one, on import. Select the track from which I want to import, click OK, and now it imports that. You can also import all tracks beforehand and then select them. I will show that again shortly. So now I have one on the left and one on the right. Click OK, and I can now confirm the left one with OK because I have selected it, and now I click. Now click on Done. Now I have the click and the audio track. Now I can go back to the second one here. Click here again on Audio Event Edit. Click here on Start, nothing happens, always at the end, click on End. Click on Insert. Now I select the right track. Click OK, it's now in here, click OK again, and now I have the right track in. Now it makes sense, of course, if I go into my audio track mixer, pull the left one all the way to the left, and the right one all the way to the right. So, let's continue. We are going back to track edit now. If I want to load multiple files at once, I click on the right arrow at the top, click on Region Edit, go to the first find slot, click on Import, and now I will just select the next one, the E-piano for example. Now he pulls that over, turning it back into a so-called stereo track, meaning a left channel and a right channel. That always takes a short time. Now let's continue directly. Let's go back to import. Go down a bit more. I click on Import again. Now I just need the synth track. I click on Import again. So now I was still missing the synth track. So I clicked on Import again. And with that, I have already loaded all the tracks I need. Now I just have to go to now I go back to Done. So, now we see it empty again. Then we click here. Now we click on Audio Event Edit. Track Edit Insert. Now I can change the index up here, which allows me to skip ahead a bit. Simply click on the E-piano on the left, then just go into the next one. Again. Audio Event Edit, Insert, and then we carefully go into the next one. The process is actually quite straightforward and uncomplicated. What I intend to do is to complete this task in a swift manner, ensuring that I do not elaborate excessively or provide unnecessary details. My goal is to wrap this up efficiently and effectively, without delving into further explanations or discussions. So, now the last two tracks are coming. Somehow a bit faster, because there isn't much in it. Then I go back to my audio page and move it back. We have 1, 2, 3. We have a total of 4 track sets in there, plus the click. I always set that to 100 for our drummer. I always do that the same way. I would then route it out to the outputs for the drummer, and now I can just press play. And that's it. This is how we easily get tracks into the audio track mixer. Yes, I hope I could help you a bit with this. If you have any questions, feel free to write in the comments. Do you also use the audio track mixer?